Hey guys, so I'm going to be... Oh, one second, let me turn on the music. Hey guys, I'm going to be reviewing the TFT patch notes for update 10.7. If you are interested, I'm basically going to be talking about what I think it will do to the meta and what comps are going to be good following this. So feel free to strap in and I'll timestamp when I'm talking about specific bits. And yeah, I'll hopefully be able to give you a guide about what you should be playing on this new update. So essentially, let's read through their overall highlights. One patch in and things are looking good in the galaxies. The big highlight of this patch, introducing the new set mechanic into the wild. There are 3 new galaxies, bring with them a unique rules which will force you to adapt your tried and true strategies. On the balance front, we're taking some power from the premier tier 5 units. They're supposed to be strong, and still will be, but they're currently functioning too well without team support. Looking at you, Gangplank, yep. Don't underestimate the power of Darkstar, as they're getting a fancy little rework to help with their consistency, and perhaps the most important change, your champions will now celebrate when you win a round. Beautiful. So this is the highlights. They are buffing Blademaster, Chrono, Sniper, and Sorcerer. They're buffing Caitlyn, Darius, Kassadin, Soraka, Vel'Koz, Wukong, Xayah, Zoe, Static Shiv, and Warmog's Armor. They're nerfing Mystics, Aurelion Sol, Echo, Ezreal, Gangplank, Lulu, Misfortune, Shaku, Ziggs, Morella Nomicon, and Red Buff. They're reworking Darkstar and Mana Reaver, and they're adjusting Xin Zhao. Okay, so that is a big set of changes. Let's have a look at the Galaxies mechanics that they're bringing in. So the 3 that we are bringing in are the Nicoverse. Everyone gets 2 free copies of Nico's Help, which is actually insane. Either you can use it to snowball with a 2-star, or you can save it for later on for getting a big upgrade on a 4-cost that you want. Lilac Nebula, the first carousel, contains only 4-cost units, which is interesting. You're either going to pick for the unit that you want or pick for the item. And Medium Legends. Little Legends are larger and you have 25 plus starting health. That's interesting. There we go. Other system stuff, shop level 8 drop rates go, and they're basically nerfing the legendary drops and buffing the 1-cost drops by 1% on level 8. The rules for which items stay and which bounce off when combining on new champions now prioritizes items on champs on the board over those that you get from the carousel. Odds of seeing a special carousel as being reduced. Okay, special carousels are stuff like all the same unit or all the same item, that kind of thing. Remove the additional 5 seconds per planning phase that is done at the start of each set. Time is now back to normal. Okay, cool. Traits. Blademaster chance to activate have been buffed by 5% when you get 6. Again, I'm not really sure anybody is looking to play 6 Blademasters, so I don't know how much that's going to make a difference. Brawler's health at 6 has been nerfed. Okay. Again, I think that only affects like a Brawler's Blaster's composition. Chrono attack speed has been buffed at max Chrono, so it's not going to make too much of a difference to your generic Chrono builds unless you're playing full 6 Chrono Sniper, but 6 Chrono Sniper could be pretty solid. Rework. Darkstar. When a Darkstar champion dies, all other Darkstar champions gain 25, 35, and spell power. So they gain plus 25 and plus 35 6 damage and attack damage and spell power. So basically, they're really, really buffing Darkstar, I think. A Mana Reaver rework to 2 bonuses now. When a Mana Reaver attacks, increase the mana cost of the target spell by 40%. There is no longer a 4-piece bonus. So basically, you can put Mana Reavers in as kind of like a tech, I think. Mana Reavers will be a protect versus sort of maybe sorcerer compositions or anybody with big abilities. So Mana Reavers might be added in as techs, I think, overall. But Darkstar is looking like the big change this patch. Mystic Magic Resist has been nerfed at 4 to 105, which is a pretty significant nerf, and Sniper bonus damage has been increased to 15% per hex, I think. So, again, Jhin's looking like a really spicy carry. I think Jhin compositions are going to be a really big deal. Champions, Tier 1 champions. Caitlyn's spellcast time has now been buffed, so she casts it more quickly. Good, because that's one of the main reasons why Caitlyn sucked. Caitlyn now resumes auto-attacking more quickly after firing her bullet. Great, that's going to make Caitlyn maybe a bit more useful. Xayah attack speed has been buffed. I think that's let me have a double check. Xayah, yeah, okay, that is a buff. I was thinking, I couldn't work out if it's a buff or a nerf, but yeah, Xayah attack speed's been buffed. Oh yeah, that's 0.8 attacks per second, so yes, she's been buffed slightly. Ziggs total mana has been nerfed because he was kind of throwing his bomb a little bit too easily. Zoe starting mana has been buffed, and Zoe's spell damage has also been buffed. So sorcerers in general getting a bit of a buff, and Zoe, who's not particularly impactful as a sorcerer, getting a small buff as well. Darius getting a health buff. Xin Zhao's total mana is getting a nerf, but his spell damage is actually getting a buff. Alright, I don't think that affects Xin Zhao too much. It might mean that he needs one extra attack against him or one extra basic attack to get his ability off, but Protectors are probably still a really good composition for this update. Ezreal's starting mana has been nerfed. Oh, wait a second. Did I reread? Oh, her starting mana has been kind of changed. Her overall, it's an overall adjustment buff, right? Because she's getting 100 lower starting mana, and then they're giving her 30 still to get to her ability. Fine. Ezreal's starting mana has been nerfed and increased the max mana that he needs. His spell damage has also been nerfed, so he's no longer going to be like. He'll still be good, but he's no longer going to be like an insane mid-game carry that you can slot into most compositions. Kassadin's total mana has been buffed to 80 rather than 100, and Shaco's spell bonus damage has been nerfed at 3-star but kept the same at 1-star and 2-star. Soraka's total mana has been buffed to 125, so you're going to get the healing a bit more often, and she is being buffed in terms of her healing at 1-star and 2-star. Valkor's total mana has been buffed to 70 instead of 80, and Wukong's health has also been buffed, because Wukong did feel a bit squishy. So Sorcerers, Mech Sorcerer and Protectors and Darkstar Jhin Snipers are looking pretty good, as is Chrono Snipers with Jhin as well. Pretty good this patch. Aurelion Sol spell damage has been nerfed. Good, he desperately needed it, although, I mean, I don't know how much difference that's going to make. We'll have to see. Aurelion Sol target selection per fight is now random, from weighted random favoring nearby. Okay, so essentially he's not going to be able to like focus down the target that he's next to. Echo spell damage has been nerfed by a little bit. I mean, it's 50. 50 is a pretty significant amount, so... It's a pretty solid nerf to Echo. Gangplank total starting mana has been cut and... Oh, sorry, has been buffed, but his total mana that he needs has also been buffed. So he's still going to need the same amount of mana to get off his first ability, but... to cast it again, he's going to need way more mana. His spell damage has been nerfed heavily. 200 and then 150. So he's losing a lot of spell damage in an AoE area, and Lulu's attack speed has been nerfed too. So loads of changes. Misfortune is the only one that... Oh, Misfortune has been changed. Attack speed has been buffed. Mana has been changed, but again is a little bit like Gangplank, is going to require more to cast her second ability. And her spell damage has also been nerfed. So they've pretty much changed every single legendary unit there is, apart from Thresh. And I think Thresh was the only one that wasn't really that much of a nuisance, but everybody has been changed. I don't know why Misfortune is like randomly separated from tier 5 champions, but yeah, every legendary has been nerfed, and hopefully we won't see too many like insane Gangplank carry compositions. But yeah, I think really the compositions that we're looking at to be good right now are going to be Protector, Brawler Blaster, Chrono Sniper, Darkstar Sniper, and Sorcerer Mech, as well as Infiltrator Mech should still be perfectly fine as well. Morellonomicon red buff damage and burn damage has been reduced to 27%, so a small amount. Static Shiv damage has been increased by 5, and Warmog's health regen has been buffed as well. Mech's looking spicy this update, yeah, Mech's especially. Echo, Aurelia, Lucian, Xin Zhao, and Echo's attacks, performed as part of their special spell, can now trigger the effects of Static Shiv, Guinsoo's Rageblade, and Runan's Hurricane. Oh, that's a bit of a change for Echo then, because it maybe opens up some itemization for him, which is very interesting. Champions now celebrate when they are victorious. Great. And Graves' splash art has been updated to more closely match his in-game model. Okay, also good. Hand of Justice is healing is no longer scaling with AP. Rebel Shields no longer scales with AP. Just a load of bug fixes, basically. Lucian's Relentless Pursuit now properly counts as an attack for the purpose of the Blaster trait. Oh, it's brilliant. Brawler's Blasters are going to be very, very strong. Fixed an issue where Misfortune would sometimes not turn during bullet time if there were no enemies being hit by a cone. Okay, yeah, that was also really annoying with Misfortune. She'd sometimes ult and not actually hit anybody and would never turn, so that's good. Aurelion Sol now works properly after GA triggers. Clarified Shaco's spell top. The ability causes a critical hit on top of the spell bonus damage. Okay, so a lot of people didn't realize that, but obviously Infinity Edge is a great Shaco item. Updated Zoe's tooltip to specify she deals magic damage, blah blah blah. Hextech Gunblade now correctly heals when dealing damage against shields. And Space Pirates no longer generate gold from attempting to deal lethal damage to Fiora while she's invulnerable. Okay. And a couple of mobile changes. We've made some changes to the way the phone keyboards work. You shouldn't notice any difference unless things get better, in which case you're welcome. Mysterious account errors during login have been unmasked and destroyed. When you've completed all your available missions, you'll see a fun little Pengu insta-friend instead of a bunch of completed missions you didn't care about. No more mysterious enemy missing pings, or any pings. Why did we even have pings? Okay. Cool. So basically, At the end of this, I think Brawlers Blasters, which I've got a guide for on the channel. I'll link all of the guides in my description for the ones that I think are going to be good. Protectors, I think, will be good. Any mech build with Sorcerers or Infiltrators, I think, are going to be fantastic. I definitely think Rebels have taken a hit here. And I think any Demolitionist Gangplank builds have taken a hit. But I think Rebels, Protectors are still going to be great. Even if you don't have the 4 Mystics, you can run the 4 Celestials. So Brawlers Blasters, Protectors, Darkstar Jhin, so 6 Darkstars Jhin, or Chrono Sniper Jhin, I think are going to be good. And I haven't done a Chrono Sniper Jhin composition yet, but I will do. So yeah, that's all of the changes. I think those are the big updates, and that's what I think, how I think it's going to affect the meta. I hope you guys enjoy.